Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play, another part, whatever you want to call it. I got Perry here as a guest,
Hello.
and yeah, we're going to talk over some RE4. We're going to do a few parts with Perry here, and Perry's just kind of randomly joining in on the game, so he's never done anything like this, kind of like in post-commentary, so, yeah, but yeah, so we're on the island of the game. You probably remember this part, Perez. Obviously, it's probably been a while since you played.
I love kicking doors open.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even remember this as far as, it's been, I haven't played this game probably, like, the whole way through. Probably
All the way
since,
through. Yeah.
whenever it came out on Xbox Live.
Oh, okay.
When was that? Like 2011, 2012?
That came out the same year Gears of War 3 came out. The same day, actually. So, yeah, 2011.
20, yeah, it was 2011.
Yeah.
I had this on GameCube and I beat it, but I used the action replay to beat it.
Oh, yeah.
Because there was no way I was going to be able to do this on my own. Back then, I had so many things going on. I just wanted to get through the game and have fun.
Yeah, this is on professional mode.
Well, now you're crazy because...
Yeah, you're going to see me struggle. You're probably going to laugh at some of the mistakes that I made, too, because it's funny.
I did buy it on Xbox Live, and I did beat it without codes. Because you couldn't use codes on Xbox 360.
You're right.
At least stock, you couldn't, but yeah, I beat the game legit, and I felt proud of myself because this is a tough game.
Oh, yeah. It's one of the best, but it is pretty tough.
It is tough, and it's
compared
not...
to RE5, there's no partner, you know what I mean? Like, Ashley doesn't do shit. You're on
Yeah,
your
you
own.
see, in Resident Evil 5, it's an arcadey type of gameplay, I would say. This gameplay, they were trying something different, they were trying to find their niche. And, you know, obviously Resident Evil 5 improved on the controls from this game tremendously because I kept trying to hit the camera button and I couldn't. There's no camera button for this game, which annoys me when I go back and play it. But I got to get used to it again. But they were trying something different here, and they wanted. People always complain that the zombies were too easy. Well, they heard you and. That's what you got now, as you saw.
These fuckers, like...
They're grabbing Ashley and walking away, and if they walk out of the room, you're finished. The game ends. So, this was a different type of game. And I think it was a great hybrid between the series. I think they did a good job with that.
This game broke records when it came out. I mean, this is all over the place. You couldn't get away from the name Resident Evil.
People got mad because, oh, it's not zombies anymore. And then when Resident Evil 5 came out, oh, it's even worse. There's no more zombies. Look, in Japan, it's called Biohazard. It fits the name in Japan.
Yeah.
Biohazard Outbreak. It's about viruses. Let's just be real here.
Yeah.
The zombies were a caveat. They were just there to put in to sell the game. Because there were no games like that back then when the original PlayStation was out.
Mm-hmm. And you got these fucking things, regenerators, which are a bitch, but you got to use this like heat vision, you know, scope to see the parasites, and these are known as like the creepiest things in the game.
You know, I just shot these things to death.
Yeah.
Rambo style. I ran out of ammo and everything. I had to run around looking for ammo.
I did that a couple times in the last part because I'd like run out of rifle ammo.
Aren't these guys in Revelations?
No,
they
look like them, but these are the only ones. These are the Iron Maidens. The other ones are called regenerators. These are regenerators, but they're in other forms. So they're called Iron Maidens. So they have those spikes on them, and they have more parasites like on their backs. Yeah, they're kind of a bitch. But the good thing is you just saw they drop like 20,000. So it's like you either run from them and then you risk like not getting that money, or you kill them and you get the money that you need. So I try to kill all of them. It's not that hard really, as long as you keep, no matter what mode you're on, they're the same amount of like, you know, hits, you know, as far as parasites. They probably do more damage if they get a hold of you, but for the most part, you know, if you just keep your distance, like what I'm doing right now, you could just Because when you shoot them, they kind of go back too. So.
Now you're playing this on PC or?
Yeah, this is PC. This is the best version out there.
It is the best version. They remastered it about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, this is it in the full 60 frames glory. That's why I'm rendering these, and rendering these in 60 frames takes a little bit of time, even with my pretty good computer that I have for editing. It takes a little extra time, but it's worth it, so you guys can watch it out there.
Well, 60 frame videos are like kind of brand new. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I'm doing it so these guys can watch it in, you know, the best quality, you know. So they're pretty much watching it as like, it looks how I'm playing it, you know what I mean? If they can run the 60 frame video, they can watch it. That's another thing, you know, I don't know if you remember this, Perry, but this is my first, like, full game LP that I did back 5 years ago. That's why I did it. I put up a video in August saying, would you guys want me to do, like, an ultimate, you know, revisit, like, do it differently this time, like, do it on professional. I did it on normal back in the day, like, you know, bring in guest commentary such as you and Richard and stuff, like, and everybody was for it, so that's why I'm doing it again.
Well, this is the ultimate edition because not only is it the PC HD version, but you're on professional. I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than this. I mean,
yeah, and like, I feel like a lot of people love this.
If you're gonna
too.
play the ultimate version of this game, this is it.
Yeah, exactly. And people wanted to see it again. I shot these guys in the lava. I thought that was kind of funny. But
it was nice.
But yeah, like, you know, it's kind of funny, you know, looking back how I, you know, recorded the other one with my DVD recorder. Now I'm using the shadow play feature, and it's great, as you can tell. And you use shadow play because you had the same graphics card as me at one point, so you know exactly how it is. I'm sure the new one has that as well. And this thing,
yeah, shadow plays in every as long as you have a 600 series,
yeah, NVIDIA, yeah,
GTX 600 series, yeah, you're good.
I mean, this thing records great, no problems. I've never had any problem recording video. I never had it like not record for whatever reason.
Right.
So this is the ultimate way, the best, pretty much the best quality you can get. So,
you know, I suggest people, you know, you can get an Alienware Alpha. I know they're Alienware Steam Machine now. I wouldn't get that one. Or I would get it and put Windows on it. But definitely try to get this game on PC. I mean, this game is only like $5 sometimes on PC during a Steam sale.
I paid full price for it, and I paid full price for it. I mean, this thing is freaking great. I mean, it's, you know, I believe people even release mods for it to give it even more.
Yeah, you can play mods all over the place, even with the other games that they have out, the Resident Evil games.
Yeah, they released mods for this that gave the textures an even more HD upgrade, which is kind of crazy to think. I didn't check it out yet, but I actually might eventually.
Yeah, it's some good stuff. They made, like, Jill playable in Revelations 2.
Oh, yeah.
With the mods. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like it. I think it's great, but...
Yeah, the world of PC modding is always great.
Even if you don't mod, though, I mean, these are the definitive... Jeez, I can't see it. The definitive editions of Resident Evil games. I mean, because they were made on a PC and then ported down to consoles where the frame rate was dropped to 30.
I'm surprised this doesn't come out, you know, for next gen. With all these remasters, you know.
You know, 6 is coming out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I don't know why. Maybe they're doing a triple pack.
That's true. That would make money, because I honestly, I'd...
Because if you look online, the achievements have been leaked for the... I think it was for the Xbox One version, or it might have been for the PS4 version.
I'd play them again, because those games are fun to play online. Like, me and you could play them again, like, together. I mean, we could play right now on PC.
As long as these games are 60 frames per second, they'll be fine. They'll be perfectly fine. Will they ever beat the PC versions? No. Because, you know, if you have a really good graphics card, you could get probably around 200 frames per second playing Resident Evil 5.
That's crazy.
And I'm not saying probably, I just probably on which card you have, but it is possible.
I'm actually going to be doing a Resident Evil 5 review. I don't know, I have it written. I've had it written for a while now, but I've been too busy. But now that I've done the film and all that shit, I have time. And I was thinking about going through it on PC and recording stuff, but at the same time, I don't know if I have time to, like, play through the whole game. Because if I do it on the Xbox, I can hook up my Elgato HD 60 or whatever, and I could just, like...
If I were you...
Go through the chapters and record, but I don't know.
If I were you, I would do a revisit, take your time, have fun, and enjoy it on PC. because then the people watching will be like, wow, this is what the PC can do.
Yeah.
Because, you know, for me, it's hard to go back and play the 360 version or the PS3 version of the game.
After PC, yeah.
Yeah, because it's locked at 30. It looks bad, you know. And
that's another reason
playing on
why.
PC, it's so fluent and smooth. That's the way that the game was made before it was ported down. You know, I know people, they get upset and say, oh, well, I'd rather play it in 30 frames. It was made in 30 frames. It was ported down. I mean, if you play it in 30 frames, good luck to you.
Yeah,
but
I
if
mean,
you have the ability to play in 60 frames per second,
yeah, you're right.
you are playing you're playing what they made, the game that they made, and it's a beautiful game.
Yeah,
Resident Evil 5 is a beautiful game. I don't care what people say. Oh, no zombies. Well, you know, it's Biohazard in Japan. That's my only defense, and that's what I'm sticking to.
Yeah, man. I mean, these are great, and you know, that's why I'm doing the. You know, some people brought up other revisited ideas, but I'd only do them if people wanted to see them. I'm not really too fond of doing a revisit on all games. You know. Like
well, I mean, you know, in my opinion, you already did it on 360, so why don't you do it on PC?
Well, I did on GameCube.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, Resident Evil 5, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, give the people a taste of something different.
Yeah, because I was going to do Resident Evil 5 review. You know, probably go on 360 and record some stuff. Because, like I said, I would do it on PC, but, like, I want to be able to get it out there soon, because it's been written for a while.
Can't run through that game quickly. I can run through that game.
Yeah, I mean, I probably could.
You can run through that game. You don't have to put it on crazy hard just to film a review. Although, you might get death threats like I did that one time.
Oh, yeah.
I made a Power Ranger review, and I put the cheat code on for infinite health just so I could film the levels, the different stages for the review. And all people are saying, you didn't play the game. You don't know how to play the game. I'm like, guys, I didn't have like 3 weeks to play the game, beat it, and film everything. I did it in one night. I don't know. People consider that cheating. I don't know why. I needed footage for a review.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably run through it.
I wasn't doing a let's play or a walkthrough. I was filming a review.
Yeah, once I finish this, though, I'll probably try to worry about getting all that stuff.
Hey,
done.
I ran through Resident Evil 5 in like 2 nights on PC. You know, it's easy.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And the game is fun. I like going back and play. That is probably one of the 7th generation console, one of the best games on the 7th generation.
That's why I wouldn't mind seeing it come up again in different consoles, and I'll just get them because it's just great.
Resident Evil 5 would be 4 and 5 would be fantastic. You know what? 6 would actually be good, and I'll tell you why. 6 on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 at 30 frames per second are absolutely horrible. The camera is even worse because you can't really move anything properly.
Yeah.
On PC, which is 1080p 60 frames, Resident Evil 6 isn't that bad of a game at all. You can move the camera. You can actually maneuver things because everything's more fluid. A lot of people will say, ooh, we'll stick to your PC stuff. Well, if it does come out, it's going to be, again, a port of the PC version on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
So you'll get to experience it.
You'll get to experience it. You know?
This part pissed me off so much.
Oh, my God. I know exactly how you feel. Especially when
I get so far, and the way I die pissed me off. Like, I get so far, and there's a part where the truck comes in front of you, you gotta shoot it. As soon as I was about to turn around and shoot it, an asshole grabs me, and it just kills me. And I have to redo this whole part over again.
Don't you hate those stun rods in the game?
Oh, yeah.
4 and
they
5?
were a bitch in 5, too.
Oh, yeah.
They ported them over. They were like, all right, yeah, let's bring these in Africa, too. And I'm just like, God damn it.
It's funny. How do zombies, Lost Plagueis, how do they know how to use those weapons?
Yeah. Maybe Salah just taught him. He was like, all right, as I use them. See, this one... This time I get it. I shoot it, and I'm confident that this run would do it. And then I think it was my fault because like I just didn't reload all my weapons, and like I get caught reloading, and then they run so fucking they drop down so quick because they're coming from all angles at this part.
I like this game. I like I said, it was a great hybrid. They had to do something different. Code Veronica, kind of didn't nail the head on. Hit the nail on the head properly. I'm trying to get everything. I haven't drinking any water in a while, so excuse my flabbering there, but it didn't hit the nail on the head. Let's be honest. They just tried to redo Resident Evil 2. And in fact, Code Veronica was to be Resident Evil 3. But then Capcom had that deal with Sony where they had to release a numbered title, and they couldn't release 3 on Dreamcast and 4 on friggin' PlayStation 1. So they made Nemesis, which was a spin-off title, into 3.
It ended up being an amazing game.
Yeah, it's a good game. Code Veronica came out on the Sega Dreamcast, and they held off. They didn't call it 4. They held off. In fact, if you get the pirated version of Code Veronica on Dreamcast, it is named RE4 CD1 and RE4 CD2 because no one knew that they were going to go back to numbers.
This pissed me off too.
And this game was in development for years.
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that pissed me off. Fucking because it took Leon a second to jump up. The guy
now you're gonna get death threats.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that part, and then it's the part when we actually exit this part, and I'm just like, fuck.
I hope you people watching appreciate how great this game is as far as graphically.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why I'm happy to show it in a different light. A lot of people that are seeing this for the first time, me doing a let's play on it, haven't seen my old one.
And you know what's hilarious about this whole thing? You
that?
Can get an old graphics card, and this game is still going to run perfectly fine.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Because, they were going off technology that was new at the time. You can get a GTX 660 Ti and run this game perfectly fine.
That's exactly what I have.
Yeah.
These fucking assholes.
And that card shouldn't cost that much money. I mean, you can't buy it new anywhere, but you can buy you could buy the GTX 950, which is $159, and you can run all these games in HD. Doesn't matter what kind of computer
even Resident
you
Evil
have.
Remake runs in the highest setting.
Yeah, it does, and which is weird because the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version, for some reason, that game does not run in 60 frames.
Yeah, it doesn't.
They dumbed it down to 30 frames on that, and I was kind of upset about that. But on PC, that game is king. All the Resident Evil games are king on PC, except for the originals, because the originals, they still run. I think the first game still runs on Windows 95 or 98 or something.
They got to bring them to Steam.
Yeah, they got to do something. Even if they just port them over through emulation or something. Yeah, they got to do that.
Because I still have 3. I can run it still.
I'm not sure if goodoldgames.com has it. I'm not sure. But yeah, the first 3, it's impossible pretty much to run. 4 was the same way. I mean, 4 was on a...
Oh, that 2007 version was shitty.
Yeah, it came on a CD-ROM, for God's sakes, or DVD. I think it was still on CD-ROM, 4 discs.
That's the one that was floating around torrent sites for a while. This one, though, when this came out, this
is the HD edition. It's on Steam. It's usually $15. Sometimes it's on sale for $5.
Capcom has a lot of deals all the time. You can
all
get
the
it
time.
really
Even
cheap,
on Humble Bundle. Capcom, they're a big partner of the Humble Bundle.
which is great.
Yeah, there's some good deals out there. You just got to look for them. But yeah, you just throw a graphics card in pretty much any PC. Just make sure you have some good RAM, and you're good to go. You can play these games.
This is it. This is when I get fucked. I'm just like, shit, what am I gonna do? This guy hits me. And then the fucking truck's gonna come, and then it grabs me because he's an asshole.
Come on, you can't beat this game with a knife.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even think that is impossible.
When I was a kid, that was the big deal. Ooh, someone beat Resident Evil with a knife. With just a knife. And, when you buy the HD remaster, when we bought the Japanese version, I got a
There.
code.
There you go. I'm dead.
Ah!
I beat the first game I did that with, honestly, was Resident Evil Remake on PS4. I got the trophy for beating it with a knife only. Plant 42 took fucking forever. I had to just like slice all its tentacles down.
Well, that Japanese version that we bought last year, that came with a download code, and it was a video of some guy beating the remake with a knife.
Yeah, yeah.
Without getting hit or anything.
I couldn't redeem it. My thing didn't go online, and I was kind of pissed about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was really cool though, the Japanese version of Biohazard. It's cool that we have it. Because even though it's coming out in America, it's the Japanese version's still cool.
Yeah, it's nice to have.
Especially the limited edition. That shit was awesome.
That is a collector's edition, especially for a Resident Evil collector like you, where you have a lot of Resident Evil stuff. I mean, that's a treasure right there.
Yeah, they didn't do anything like that with Zero, unfortunately. I don't think they did.
You know, you have to get the Code Veronica Dreamcast.
Oh shit! Or the RPD Dreamcast, or the...
Yeah, that's right.
That shit's fucking rare.
Well, it was only in Japan.
Yeah, that shit is rare. I don't even think there's an auction for it.
Do you have the red Resident Evil 5 Xbox 360?
No.
With the red controller, the red and black controller?
Nah, fuck that.
I don't think anybody can find those anymore anywhere.
I remember watching unboxing videos of those things when it came out.
People don't even remember that.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember I was so curious when it came out. A lot of people got it with their games or whatever. That was an interesting time. This time I think I get it. Kill all these fucking assholes.
Plus Resident Evil 6 on PC. You can use the Left 4 Dead DLC.
Oh, that shit's fun. I remember I streamed that. I streamed it to like a couple people. It was really fun.
Which is, I believe that DLC is free.
It is.
Yeah.
I did not pay a cent.
I like how they took Leon and he wasn't such a bitch boy in this game.
Yeah, I like.
You know, they actually made him into his own character, and he came into his own. In Resident Evil 2, he was kind of annoying, like, Ada, wait. Wait for me. It's my job to protect you. No, actually, we're in a big invasion right now. Your job means nothing. You're trying to survive, you moron.
Or he's just kind of like, well, let me, I'm trying to get some action with Ada. That's the only reason why I'm trying to protect her.
My God.
That's his only reason. Because he's a backstreet bitch boy.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. This character was really weird from the get-go. But I think he came into his own a little bit in this one.
Yeah, for sure.
And then in 6, I was like, huh? What happened to this guy?
He was okay in 6. I feel like that's...
He was okay, but he lost an edge because Chris really, let's say, upstaged him a little bit.
Yeah, well, that and, like, I feel like the writing for all the characters in 6 was, like, all over the place. It wasn't the best.
Because they had too many characters. They tried to intertwine everybody. Everyone should have had their own story. And that's what I thought they were going to do. But once I saw the cutscenes where everyone was interacting, I was like, okay, this is every Resident Evil fan's dream, the interactions, but it's every Resident Evil fan's worst nightmare because there's no story.
Felt forced, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only issue I had. Why don't you kill this guy and end his life?
If you kill him professional, he doesn't come back.
Oh, so it's like you're screwed now.
Yeah.
Well, you should kill him right before you beat the game.
I should just kill Ada, and Leon will just give up. This is a Sadler.
Isn't that Huckabee? Man, what's with these guys and fingernails? He looks like Vigo from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he does.
You know, if the president's daughter's missing, he's not sending one fucking agent out there. He's sending the FBI,
That's
ATF,
true.
everyone in. He would send other countries out there to go help look for this girl. I know that they have to have a story for the game, but I mean, come on.
This is pretty much the end of this chapter.
Yeah, well, she's grabbing his hand now, and that's it.
Yeah, she's gone again, separated, and I gotta do a bunch of boss fights next part.
Imagine what he's going to do to her in the next room. There's the end of the chapter. Come on, your hit ratio. Come on. What are you, Nintendo 64? How do you like you don't need a memory card?
Yeah, that's great. Alright, that's it. Catch you guys in the next one.